What's going on, everyone? Burbank Aviation here, and welcome back to another video. Today we have the November 2023 Charleston International Airport update. We have a really exciting video to go over today for you guys with another new route, aircraft changes, and all sorts of stuff to go over in today's video. I really hope you guys enjoy. If you do, please make sure to like and subscribe, as that would really help me out. We're closing in on 1,000 subscribers. We'd love to hit that by the end of the month. So I really appreciate you guys for that support. Sorry about the delay on this one. I was hoping to get this out yesterday. Just didn't manage to get all the info down in time. So I had to cut into a little bit of yesterday getting the info down. So I was able to record it today and post it today. But I'm glad I'm being able to get this out. Coming into a long weekend for me. Got a lot of stuff going on this weekend, going on a camping trip. So, the one video that's going to be posted during this weekend will be a video that's been uploaded either today or Thursday, and it was just scheduled to then because I don't even know if I'm going to have cellular service, let alone Wi-Fi, to upload things. So there's that, and then I'm just sorry about the lack of videos just in general. Very busy, personal life and school. And I'm hoping to get back on track, though. We got lots of spotting trips coming up here soon. Just finished one at LAX. That was super awesome, super fun. Thanksgiving break's coming up, so I'm hoping to go spotting once or twice then. But already have probably about 4 or 5 Burbank videos, 1 Camarillo video, and then I think 2 LAX videos. No, 3 actually. So we have lots of videos to go through. I'm hoping to go get one of the Burbank ones out next week. But we got a lot to go over in today's video, so we're gonna get started. We got the Southwest 737 MAX 8 right here in the Heart 1 livery. This guy's going to be heading on over to Chicago Midway after arriving in from Nashville. Chicago Midway is a 1 daily, and then Nashville is a 2 daily, getting 1 daily flight on Saturday. Would love to see that consistency going up to 2 daily throughout the week. Still very nice right there. The Lone Star 1 737-700 here for Southwest is currently making his way in from Dallas on over to Houston. Gotta have those Texas services here on Lone Star 1. Dallas is a 1 daily. Houston down to Saturday only. That was up to a 1 daily last month from a Sunday only. Now back down to a 1 weekly Saturday only right there. The JetBlue AT2300 here is still the only JetBlue aircraft I'll put in here, as it is the only realistic one. This guy's just arrived in from Boston. We are only getting 1 of these a week now here at Boston, which is on Saturday. That is our 2nd daily flight, as we also have an E190, which is what we're mainly getting on that Boston service. JetBlue do got some news to go over. LAX has been suspended indefinitely. I do not know when that will return. I did not really have the time to check. And then New York LaGuardia, sad to see, that will be leaving us here on January 3rd. We still have New York John F. Kennedy, so glad to see that we still have a New York airport going up there. But it definitely sucks to see that LaGuardia is leaving. It was definitely a nice service. But yeah, January 3rd is when that final flight is. Allegiant A319 here. I haven't put Allegiant in a while. This guy just arrived in from Cincinnati. One of 2 daily services out there on, I think, Sundays and Thursdays is when we are getting that Allegiant flight. Yep. So 2 weekly on the A319 out to Cincinnati. Definitely a nice service here. Throws in a bit of variety. Hopefully one of the seasonal services out to Cincinnati come back here, which are Pittsburgh, Columbus, Rickenbacker, and then Indianapolis. So hopefully those return here in the near future, but still very nice. That we have 1 year-round service definitely is very nice. The Spirit A319 finally able to fill this gap here. It's been, man, it took 10 months to do it. No, 11. It took 11 months to do this. Not happy about it. It wasn't pretty, but I finally got this in. The Spirit A319, this guy's going to be heading on over to, we'll say, Philadelphia after arriving in from Fort Lauderdale. Fort Lauderdale is a 1 daily now. That is our only route that has not increased. Our only route that's still stayed the same. Philadelphia, though, is a 3 weekly. That's our one bad bit of news here for Spirit. That is down from a 4 weekly. But still got plenty of good news to go over here for Spirit Airlines, including a new route. So we'll stay tuned for that. The American A319 here is currently taxiing out to the runway for the flight on over to Charlotte after arriving in from Miami. Miami, very nice to see that we are getting one A319 every day. A couple of days where I think it's, I want to say it's, let's look at them. It's Tuesdays and Wednesdays that we are getting 2 daily of these A319s, so up to 3 daily there on that Miami service. Pretty much half of the regional flights are gone. We're still getting 2 on Saturdays. No mainland on Saturday, but hoping to see it being consistent with that Saturday going up to a 180-175, 180-19 like most of the week. So it would be very nice to see that here in the upcoming future, maybe in December or January. But very nice progress there in that Miami service. The American Eagle E175 is going to be heading on over to Chicago O'Hare after arriving in from Philadelphia. Philadelphia is still a 3 daily, which is one of the A319 flights has been cut down to an E175. So getting that regional flight there definitely gives it a little bit of variety, but the consistency did drop a little. And then the Chicago O'Hare service still running 1 day. That's an E170 actually, an envoy operated E170, but we are putting in the E175 as it still does. Still gets the job done really well. The CRJ 900 right here is going to be making the nonstop turnaround service out to Washington Reagan, DCA. This is a very nice service right here, getting pretty much 5 daily throughout the week. Saturdays we're getting 4 daily, mainly on the CRJ 700, which is what I wanted to put in. That's what we're mainly getting, but CRJ 900s we're getting about 4 times a week here, so that's still nice to see. I wanted to put the CRJ 700 in, ended up putting the CRJ 900 in, but still does the job very, very well. The 737-800 here with the logo on the wing. That's a very nice looking model right here. This guy just arrived in from Dallas-Fort Worth on the turnaround service. A 3 daily 737-800 out there. Very glad to see that consistency. Our only 737 right here right now. Charlotte did get reduced down to mainly Airbus aircraft is what we're seeing on that Charlotte service. But we are getting a CRJ 900s on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Getting quite a few on Saturday for CRJ 900s right there. Moving on over to our United aircraft, we got this United A320 right here in the Continental colors. This guy just arrived in from Denver. He's going to be continuing on over. Sorry about that. Continuing on over to Chicago O'Hare. Denver's still that 1 daily A320 out there, so that's very nice to see that consistency. And then Chicago O'Hare getting A320 every day, along with at least 1 daily E175 flight. Most of the time, though, 5 of the 7 days a week, we're getting a second E175 flight on SkyWest right there, so very nice to see that. And then this 737-800 Star Wars livery, I know, hasn't been in service for, over, I think it's been about 1.5 years now since this thing got repainted, but still, I love this model. It's an awesome model. This guy just arrived in from Newark. He's going to be continuing on over to Washington Dulles. Not getting many of these 737-800s here on Dulles, only about 1 a week. But we are getting them quite often here on the Newark service, getting them about 5 times a week here. Predominantly, though, for the Dulles service, predominantly the 737-700 and E175s are on that, including a 1 E145 and then 1 A319 on Saturday. And then Newark is predominantly Airbus aircraft here, A319s, A320s, and then along with the E175s. But on the weekdays, we do get 2 daily 737 flights. One is on the 700, and then one is on the 737-800 right there. So very nice. Moving on over to Breeze here. I know these are always backlit, and I hate it, but it's just the way we gotta roll. The E195 in the back is going to be heading on over to White Plains. That is a 5-weekly E195 out there, except Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And then he arrived in from West Palm Beach, a 2-weekly Sunday, Thursday service out there. So that's still a very nice service right there. The A220 here, though, for Breeze is going to be heading on over to Akron, Canton, one of our 1 daily services. After arriving in from Orlando, a 2-weekly right there out to Orlando on that A220-300. Still very nice. We got quite a bit of news to go over here with Breeze, but they've been doing very, very well. The Alaska 737-9GR is making the one daily turnaround service out to Seattle Tacoma International Airport. This is very standard here. Last month they moved over here to gate Alpha 6 from Bravo 10, but still very nice to be able to put these in. Pretty much no competition out of this gate outside of Breeze, but very, very standard here. This is a one daily out to Seattle Tacoma. The Delta A220-100 is currently pushing back for one of two daily flights on over to Boston Logan. We are getting two daily flights on the weekends. Weekdays, we are getting only one daily flight, but we have reduced it down to only the A220-100 on this route. We're getting like a 717, I think, an A220-300. So just made it a little bit made it a little bit easier for me, and I do like the consistency. How it just makes it super easy. We're only using one aircraft. The diversity lacks here for Deltas. It's pretty much the same thing outside of LaGuardia, but it is still very nice right there. The Delta CRJ 700 is filling in for the CRJ 900. As always, this guy's going to be heading out to Detroit. We get one of these on Saturday and in Denver flight as always. And he arrived in from New York, John F. Kennedy right there. That's still a 3 daily CRJ 900 out there. Both those are operated by Endeavor. And man, JFK's been really, really standard. I think that thing hasn't changed in, I want to say 4 months, but it might have even been the entire time of this series that thing's just been 3 daily CRJ 900. So that's a very good job there by Delta with that consistency. And then finally the 737-9GR here on the turnaround service, as always, out to Atlanta, Hartsfield, Jackson. One of 8 daily services. We're starting to get more evenly here. Just about 3 days with 7 daily, which is Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. But we are getting the consistency aircraft-wise pretty much to a completely level 737-9GR dominated service. Just one 717 coming in here on Fridays. Outside of that is all the 900ER with like one 800 flight, I think, on Monday. So a very nice job right here by Delta. They've done an outstanding job on all their services, but specifically Atlanta. So we got quite a bit of news to go over here. We're going to start down here with United Airlines. Just a little bit of news. Houston is now up to a 2 daily from a 1 daily. That's super awesome to see. We are getting an extra E175 flight there along with that A319. So that's super awesome to see. Frontier did not put them in this update, but I did want to say they are back down to a 2 weekly from a 5 weekly, but on that Philadelphia service, but their seasonal service does end here in the coming days. November 13th is when that seasonal service ends out to Philadelphia, so we won't be seeing them here for a while. I don't know when they return. I think it's in the spring months. So definitely we'll be looking forward to seeing them come back next year. But still very nice. JetBlue, we went over pretty much most of their news. LAX has been suspended indefinitely, like I said. White Plains, that seasonal has ended. Our only seasonal here for JetBlue, and then LaGuardia ends January 3rd right there, which definitely sucks to see. So JetBlue, not the best news here. Southwest, we went over pretty much all their news, or about half of it, with that Houston service going down to a Saturday only, and then Midway down 1 daily flight to not only 1 daily from 2 daily. Avelo, the other airline I did not put in here, their Wilmington seasonal service has ended. Luckily, New Haven is year-round, so that won't be going away anytime soon. Hopefully, it won't go away. Hopefully, it'll stay here, but Wilmington, hopefully that comes back around here in the spring-summer months. But looking forward to having that back again. We're now going to go to our biggest chunk here. So Spirit and Breeze here got the biggest chunks by far. So Newark. So I already went over Philadelphia, had that sound, but Newark and Vegas are both up. Newark's up to a 1 daily now from 5 weekly, which is super awesome. Vegas is up to a 6 weekly from 5 weekly, which is super awesome. And then another new route here for Spirit Airlines. Just, man, they've been really well ever since they started up here in July. They have added, I think, 4 new routes. 2 of them start this month, which is Tampa and Fort Myers. But then we also have now Boston starting up here. We'll start April 5th as a 1 daily. So super awesome to see. They'll be competing on that route with... who are they going to be competing on that route with? Look, I know for sure JetBlue, they'll be competing on that route. I don't think anyone else... Oh, yeah, and then Delta, they'll be competing on that route with up to Boston. So that'll be very nice. They started here with Newark, Philadelphia, Fort Lauderdale. Already added Vegas. We are currently getting Fort Myers and Tampa, and then now the addition of Boston's going to look very nice here. Very excited to have that come up here. Seven routes we'll have out of here coming into April. By the time we get to April more, though, I bet you there will be another route released here for Spirit Airlines, because they've had a wonderful start out of here so far. But that's all the news here for Spirit Airlines. Breeze Airlines got a good amount of news to go over. Columbus. Let's see. So Columbus, Orlando, Pittsburgh are all down. Columbus is down to a 3-weekly from 4-weekly. Orlando down to a 2-weekly from 3-weekly, and then Pittsburgh down to a 4-weekly from 6-weekly. But some good news: New Orleans up to a 4-weekly from 2-weekly. That's super awesome. And then Providence up to a 6-weekly from 5-weekly. So Providence getting super close to that 1 daily mark. Hopefully we can get that. It'll be our third 1 daily service. I think we are running right now, as we have Akron, Canton, and then Tampa as well. Those are our 2 1 daily services. Windsor Lock still really close. That's a 6-weekly. Providence is 6-weekly. And then White Plains is a 5-weekly. So we got lots of stuff. Same Portland, Maine. That was the shocking one. That's still a 5-weekly. So we got plenty of routes that are still close to getting that 1 daily mark. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe, as it really helped me out. Support I've been getting here is absolutely amazing. And I will see you all in the next one.